So Cambodia is being colonized, and the Cambodian people are too fucking stupid to realize it. They're so stupid and just bad people and racist that they don't even protect their own interests. Like, they're like the dodo bird, literally, these people. But let me explain what I mean by this. Now, see this EDM 6, there's EDM 9. That's how many there are. It's like EDM 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All of these clubs, quote unquote clubs, with the fake gold around them. You can see there's another one there. You can see the top of another one, like right here. You can see there's another one all the way over there. And then when you hit the end of the street, there's a whole bunch more of them. And then there's other ones with different brands. There's another one inside here. It's actually magnificent. You go in that one, it's just like, wow. Just a magnificent place. These are all built by Chinese. Or there's a local Cambodian that is a traitor to the country who is helping to build these so they can make money from Chinese. So they're not real nightclubs, obviously. There's not enough people here to go to these clubs, and I've never really been here to club. The other club, the only real nightclub area is Basic Lane or the prostitution area. So what is this? This is high-end prostitution, and they've set it up that it's not just a little bit of high-end prostitution. It is like an epidemic of high-end prostitution. Now, what happens when a wealthy Chinese man comes here and he comes here for business or for whatever government reasons he has to be here? What do you think happens while he's here? So he does some work. This guy's like looking at me because these Cambodians are cunts. Comes over, he's like, oh, this guy's filming in the street. I better give him a bad look. Fuck you. I can't wait to get out of this fucking country. So the Chinese are smart. What they've done is they've set it up so that it's really cheap. It's funny how it's really cheap to have sex with Cambodian girls. And they are happy to pay a little bit of money to have sex with Chinese girls. Really happy to just spend money, have sex with these Cambodian girls, and then leave them in the shithole and then go back to China. Now, if they didn't do this, then the Chinese guys would have to go sexless, or they would have to actually start dating a local Cambodian girl. Now, there's a duopoly, there's like a cognitive dissonance, and there's like a dualistic way of thinking with these Cambodian people because they're such fucking hypocrites. Everything about them is hypocritical. No sex before marriage. But the hottest girls, the absolute mint, premium, the 10s, the hottest Cambodian girls will sell their soul in one of these for $100 a night. Explain that to me. Because they're fucking retarded. Because they're cognitive dissonance. They're dualistic in the way they think. They're hypocrites. Never trust the Cambodian. So what the Chinese are doing here is they're making sure that their men don't get into any meaningful relationship with a Cambodian girl, and therefore they don't have any reason to try to protect the country. They don't have any reason to want to live in the country long term. They definitely don't want their Chinese men having babies with these peasants. And so what they do is they set up these prostitute, like high-end prostitute nightclubs where wealthy Chinese come here and then have sex with the premium. And I gotta tell you, the Cambodian girls that are going here are the best. They are the 10s. You got like 18-year-old through to 25. You've got like, they're tall, they've got boobs, they've got the legs, they've got everything, and they're dressed like supermodels. And I've seen Chinese guys go in there, and because they're so cheap, they just buy two. Like, oh, well, this is going, it's half price basically. I'll buy 3 tonight. And so they're buying legit supermodel Cambodian girls. And these Cambodian girls that, if you spoke to them before they took up prostitution, will tell you, no sex before marriage. I'm a good girl. I'm a good girl, you know? My culture, respect my culture. Go to Angkor Wat and look at my temples that people built thousands of years ago or some shit. Respect my culture. And a Chinese guy comes up and goes, $2? She's like, okay, yep. Forget about the culture. I'll take you $2. And so, because the Cambodian people, they're racist towards white people. I've had an awful time here. I'm leaving the country with nothing but hatred in my heart of these people. I don't like them. I hate them. They've scammed me. They stole my phone. Mistreat me everywhere I go. Despicable people. And so don't expect me to, feel sorry for them. But what's happening here is the Chinese men are coming here and using their women as just basically cum rubbish bins. Prostitution, just come here, have sex with the local girls like they're trash. Treat them like the trash that they are. And it's funny that the Cambodian women want to be treated like trash. And what's happening is it damages those women. Those beautiful women, the only thing they have going for them is their youth and their beauty. That's it. And they just happen to be in the right location. That's it. 3 things maximum. And none of those things are in the control of the Cambodian women. But what they do with their bodies is up to them. So they're going to sell their bodies out. They're not going to build any meaningful connections with any Chinese men. They're not going to get married to a Chinese man. They're going to make some short-term money that will be inflated by their government real fast. And by the time they're 30 or 26 even, nobody wants a girl over 25. No one's going to spend good money when there's a bullshit hot 18 to 21-year-old girl that has slept with less guys. No one's going to want to go and trade that in for a 26-year-old girl even. And so what you got here is you got like Cambodian girls that are in their 30s that worked in the sex industry. They're uneducated. They've got a bad attitude. They're now broke because they kept trying to spend what money they saved on plastic surgery and new clothing and new makeup to try and relive their youth. And they're not smart enough to realize that their youth cannot be replaced with makeup or plastic surgery. Once you're 26, you're 26 forever. You can't plastic surgery or makeup your way out of that. You are finished. Your career as a hooker is done. And the issue here is, that after working in the sex industry all those years, these girls have a bad attitude. And they're in a bad situation financially, worse than what they would have been if at 18. And on top of that, they're really difficult to get on with and get into a relationship with a guy, and they've burnt their opportunity to find a guy that is half decent. And so these girls, their only option when they get old is to, find an alcoholic foreigner, an English teacher that has like mental problems, because they're the only people that work as English teachers, especially in Cambodia, fucking losers, and alcoholics with severe mental problems. And even he won't be able to put up with her bullshit. And so her only option really is a local man and a local man's is unlikely to tolerate a retired hooker, a retired whore. And so what you've got now is, over the years, you've got an increasing amount. The more of these buildings go up, you have an increasing amount of leftover whores that aren't having children. They're not getting married. They're basically parasites on society. They cannot contribute. They're uneducated. They got nothing to offer. And and so at the end of it, so I got these guys fucking standing next to me. Fucking annoying. Fuck. I'm trying to do my fucking video. The trick about Cambodia is you can't trust anybody. They're all cunts here. It's truly shit country. Fuck those people. And so what you've got is a lowering of the birth rate. The birth rate was up at like 3, 4, 5. Now it's like 2.3 or something like that. And what the Chinese are doing to the country is, with these whore bars, and the Cambodian people, Cambodian government is retarded, run by idiots. They don't realize that it is a form of colonialism. You lower the birth rate by just having sex with whores. Those whores don't have babies. Those whores also spread diseases, which was probably injected into the country by the Chinese in the first place. By, you know, guys coming down, paying some girl for sex without a condom, and he was carrying HIV or something. And then what you do is you destroy the country through the women. Next thing you know, the women have serious mental illness. They're all whores. They're carrying STDs like HIV. They're not having babies. And within a short period of time, the country's population will start to decline. Now, the Cambodian people are too stupid to realize that any neighbor is not a friend. Basic geopolitics will always state that any country that shares a land border with you is a geopolitical threat. So Thailand and Vietnam could invade at any moment, on any whim. All they need is one new leader to get in charge, or some other country to step in and say, hey, let's just take Cambodia, fuck these people. And so Cambodia is surrounded by enemies. Laos is already colonized by the Chinese. They've got there's nobody in that country. The population is so small. And and so what's going to happen in the not too distant future is that the Cambodian birth rate and the population will decline, and in around 20 years' time, Cambodia will be too old. The average age will be around 50. They will be too old to resist anything, and then the Chinese will come in and just take the country. And that's why the Chinese now are building a canal. They're building the canal and they're giving it to the Cambodian people. They're saying, look, you go into debt, and the Cambodian country is paying the debt. And so the Chinese are getting paid to build a canal that in around 20 years, I suspect they're going to come in and just take anyway. And the Cambodian people have literally just turned themselves into slaves. They're handing over their hottest, premium, sexiest, most beautiful young girls to the Chinese to just fuck and leave as cum dumps. And they're building infrastructure that the Chinese are going to need in around 20 years, because that canal is going to be very useful for the Chinese. The entire country has been convinced to just serve China. That's how fucking stupid these stupid, dumb motherfuckers are. And this is how geopolitics plays out. Everything's geopolitics. Finance, the infrastructure you build, what your women do. Oh my god, imagine selling it. Imagine giving your premium girls to be whores to foreigners. It's the most retarded shit ever. And at the same time, be super racist towards white men when it's like, okay, so you're going to have a problem with China, Vietnam, and Thailand in the future, and all you're doing is stealing phones and fucking pissing off white men like myself. What do you think's going to happen when I see on the news in 20 years' time that Cambodia is in trouble? I'll be like, good, fuck you. If we cared about you, you know, if instead you gave us your premium girls and you treated us with respect and you wanted to trade with white men in Western countries like the United States, Australia, and build real connections, then if shit goes down, we're going to be yelling and screaming online. We're going to be flying to neighboring countries, nagging them, begging them to help Cambodia. But Cambodia's going to have no friends, just enemies. And the entire country's set up to serve their enemies. This is why I think they're the stupidest people on planet Earth. They are literally the dodo bird. They have 20 years left. The Cambodian people are retards. And I can't wait to leave this country and see it all play out, because it will play out this way. See you guys in the next video.